Look, I'm a Miami Heat fan. People who know me know. And I think Pat Riley is like the Don. And now, with the departure of Jerry West and long departure of Red Auerbach, Pat Riley is like that face of the NBA that's like a logo, like, that Don. Because the GM, the top tier, and as far as putting teams together, all due respect. And he did work with Jerry West with the Lakers. And Pat Riley is for me, one of the four greatest head coaches in NBA history, period. Hold him in high regard. Much respect. He's my team. I love the Showtime Lakers. I respected what he did with the Knicks. However, recently in his interview, he's a hater. He said that Golden State is not a dynasty and the Spurs are not a dynasty. And my reaction was, is that hair? You got too much gel in your hair? Is that grease haterade? Is that haterade gel? Are you crazy, Pat Riley? Have you lost your natural mind? No, Golden State just won 4 championships in 6 years. Or did you forget? Went to 5 straight finals, Steph Curry. Or did you forget? How's that not a dynasty? The man single-handedly changed the course of basketball in the last 30 years. How's that not a dynasty? The Splash Brothers, called the baddest duo ever, backcourt. How is that not a dynasty? Make it make sense, Pat Riley. You can hate all you want. The Spurs. They didn't three-peat. They didn't repeat. But they went to 6 finals from, what we going to say, 6 finals from what, 99 to 2014? 6 finals in 15 years. Won 5 out of them. How's that not a dynasty? And that's half of every year. Those percentages that you go is crazy. Tim Duncan's run is historical. What are you talking about? Steph Curry and Tim Duncan are 2 of the 10 greatest players ever, in my personal opinion. What are you talking about, Pat Riley? Your hair gel done really got the best of your brain cell. You had to beat the Spurs to win the chip. And I tell this all the time. As you know, I was a big Shaquille O'Neal fan. I hold Shaq in high regard. If they don't get by, Tim Duncan was the second best player in the early 00s. And I will stand by it. And if Doc Rivers hadn't been a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and hadn't been hating about putting family on an airplane, he could have had him in Orlando with T-Mac instead of hating. Who knows how Doc Rivers' history would have been if he had not have done that boneheaded move. But those are dynasties. Now, Steve Kerr happens to rep both of them. Played with the Spurs and won a ring or 2. And then he went to Golden State. And, of course, you know his history. How is that not a dynasty? Pat Riley lost his natural mind on this one. I'm a Heat fan, and I did a live stream. We was talking about the Heat, and I said Heat culture is gone. Because of what? Because of those backcourt. Because of that backcourt of Steph and Clay. That's why. The Splash Brothers made the Heat become Splash Brothers. They're not Heat culture. But because of what Golden State did. If you remember the last year Dwayne Wade played for Miami and they beat Golden State at the buzzer because the D-Wade hit a what? Back 3 against them? You tell me that's not no influence? What are you saying, Pat Riley? You tripping on this one, man. You one of the greatest basketball minds, but your hater rate is on high alert. To sit there and say Golden State ain't no dynasty with 4 chips in 6 years? That Steph Curry, who changed the course of basketball, first unanimous MVP, Finals MVP 2-time, League MVP 4-time. Are you on the triple crack? And yeah, they brought Kevin Durant in, but he didn't win with and without. Maybe you envious, which I can understand, because let's be realistic. I love Magic Johnson and Kareem too, and James Worthy. But come on now, Steph Curry allegedly, well, he doesn't have a top 75 teammate. Kevin Durant was for short-term rental, and he didn't win 2 rings without Durant. So, what you gonna say about that? Did Magic ever win without Kareem? And Kareem won with Oscar Robinson, but think about it. But look at what Steph Curry did. And that's an interesting debate in itself. But the historical aspects of Steph Curry and what he's done for the game and changed it, however you want to look at it, everybody can't be Steph. But just saying. Then we look at Tim Duncan, considered the greatest power forward ever. Parker and Ginobili, I think a lot of them, but they're not on Tim Duncan's level. He did win 2 rings with Dave Robinson, but Dave Robinson wasn't the same David, but he was still important. But come on now. Duncan's dominance and the way he played, those are dynasties. Pat Riley is tripping. You know, he tripping. And see, I tell you like this, but neither one of those teams because of the styling. But he'd have to respect the Spurs because the Spurs played hard and physical. Golden State is a whole different way of playing, but it's a new era. But if you sit there and you're going to sit there with a straight face and say those are not dynasties, your credibility is almost suspect as far as I'm concerned. Those are dynasties. And I don't usually go against Pat Riley on too much, but that particular one, he done lost his mind. His hair gelled and made him done made his head go senile. Cause they won. And you can't sit there, especially the impact of both those guys, Steph Curry and Tim Duncan. How can you sit there and say that? One's considered the greatest shooter ever, and the other's considered the greatest power forward ever. If you're considered great at anything and you change the course of the game, how are you not a dynasty? How are you not? How are you not? Make it make sense, Pat Riley. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm on one time. Peace.